doing up in here? Damn, there's people here already. Opulence here already. Vance, Scarlet Boy, and Ethan. Damn, bro. You guys crazy. But you know, I have not done a check-in / live stream since the tour ended. I just came down to the studio to do some work, so I thought I'd come in and do a quick check-in. Don't disappoint me again. God damn it, Vile. I'm gonna throw you out of here. Turn this car around. What's happening? Hi. Welcome on. What is this? Oh, okay. Cool. I'm just finding some new stuff they got on here on the YouTube stream. Hi, Miss Diamond. JD the Savage up in the house. Ethan Meyer, how you doing? Vance is in the house. It's going good, Opulence. Chris Hansen in the house. What up, Ginger, dude? We here, bro. What up, Evan? Cheese Drift, how you doing? I'm good, Diamond. Thank you for asking. Florenzita, hello. Razor, what's happening? Amber Arp, Diamond Plays, what's happening? Brogan. It has, Vile. I haven't gone live since the tour. And that's actually why I wanted to come on. Again, I haven't gone live since the tour. The Red Carpet Tour was an incredible success. Hands down, the most successful headlining tour Blacklight District has ever done. Most of the shows were pretty consistent. We had one or two, 2 to 3 slower nights, I guess you could say. But even on those slow nights, we had real fans there that drove long distances to be there, and we put on our show for them. That don't ever matter to us. And man, it was just so cool. Again, seeing people like Opulence for the 3rd time, I almost feel like I know you, bro, in a way, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of cool when I actually get to take some counsel from guys like Opulence amongst a few others for things like this whole catalog shakeup that's been happening and little ideas. So again, I want to just say I thank you very much. And yeah, it was an incredible tour. All the guys were so happy. Shout out to Justin, Clinton, Chance, the boys in the band. Many of you, if you came to the show, you probably met our lead crew guy, Ness, who took the tickets and was kind of the VIP guy. Everyone worked so hard. Our sound guy, Sechi, killed it. That was his last tour with us after spending the last year and a half with the crew. But you know what? He's trying something else out for a bit, and we wish Sechi nothing but the best. The other cool news, which I have tweeted about, so I should preface this by saying on Monday, we are announcing more tour dates for the Red Carpet Tour. And, which is cool, for the first time in nearly a decade, Blacklight District is upgrading to the tour bus, which is very cool. I did not see that coming this year, or really in the next few years, nor did I really care that much, because I've been in buses before, really RVs. I always kind of like the van, but man, it's really cool that we're going to be able to do that. So yeah, then I think we're going to even try to do some sort of like bus pass ticket for the show where, like before the doors open, maybe a very small amount of people, like 4 or 5 get to come on the bus, give them a tour of the bus, hang out a little bit. Maybe we might play like 3 acoustic songs as requested by the VIP guests. And so again, we're just thinking of different ideas like that to keep things fresh. There are 5 new songs going in the set list. I don't mean new songs. I just mean new as in we haven't played them a lot. One of them is More Than Ready, which I feel like, how did I miss that one? That's a banger, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, Opulence. So I'm excited to show you guys the tour bus. So it looks like from now on, all the tours are going to be in the bus, which is awesome. As an artist, it's very expensive to get one of these buses, so it almost feels unrealistic that, well, not yet, but again, man, to see the success and the love and the support, I think it's going to make us be just the better shows, you know what I'm saying? James, listen to me. I see like 3 or 4 people that say Paradise Lover. Guess what? Paradise Lover pretty much never existed. Just like a lot of these albums you guys think you find and songs like, man, I was like 15 years old and like wrote on MySpace once, I'm gonna make an album called Scream Out or something like that. And then people come in later and say, where was this album? Man, we just live in an era where my childhood was stored on the internet, so sorry to disappoint, but it'll never come here again. It couldn't anyway, you know what I'm saying? And you know, yes, Miss Diamond, by the way, thank you for reminding me of that. We did update the complete playlist on Spotify. So I do want to show you guys this for any of you Spotify users out there. Okay, we have now what's called the Complete Saga Blacklight District. So which is so cool to me is that we start all the way from Worldwide Controversy into To Whom It May Concern, Instant Gratification, Through the Ages, Sold Out, You're Welcome, 1990, all the XL stuff, and You're Welcome. So it's literally the entire saga, as I say, in there. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. And I'm just so happy that, you know, some of you guys maybe know a little bit about it, but like, you know, the old original stuff, to have some of these old songs back up is really cool. Having so many of the albums like To Whom It May Concern, Instant Gratification, Sold Out, Through the Ages. I guess when I put it in perspective and looked at the whole list of albums, you know, it almost doesn't feel like, wow, I got a whole decade worth of music. You know, when many of my contemporaries have only put out 2 or 3 albums, I got like 8. So put what up on Apple Music? Everything I have is on Apple Music and all the streaming platforms. The entire catalog for the first time really in 10 years. Hi, Mind Blacklight. As I tweeted you just the other day, it's coming soon. I wish I could just say it now or tell you when it is, but we don't know yet. But believe me, Denver is a priority market. Thank you, Chris Hansen. Opulence, yeah, and I kind of tie that into what Hansen said here. I like that too for that reason, and I think that was why I always wanted to like distance myself from it. Like 2016, let's say, I put out Danger and The Struggle, and at the time you don't realize how big they are when you got the Minecraft videos and some of the radio stuff. So to me though, at the time, it felt like, well, not many people really listen to this music, so it doesn't really matter if the album's there, I can change it. I was really chasing that debut album, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, that first album came out and he was such a huge success. And I think that was just some personal thing inside me that always wanted to feel like I was young and new. And now once I feel like I let that go, accept what I am, look at my list of albums, I'm proud of it, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at on that. It's already on there, Brogan, has been for a week or 2. So yeah, you guys can ask about bringing these songs back, but go look first, I'm telling you. Actually go take a look-see. Because I think in the last 2 weeks, there might have been 5 albums that came back. But you also have to remember that 90% of the songs have been available, just moved around on different projects. But we did get back Higher Life original version, the intro, Watch Me and Beyond Belief, and Long Live Everyone from Through the Ages. We got All About the Change back. What else? I think that was about it. But yeah, there was like 6, 7 songs that came back, so I'm really, really happy. Man, thank you, Chris Hansen. That means a lot to me, bro. No, develop, never. No, Ethan, I just put out You Can Do Better like under 2 months ago, so probably no new album for a while. And again, I'm at this really weird point. Like, I don't even want to say it, but I just feel like I'm at this point where I look at this catalog and I see 10 years of albums, 8 or 9 albums, whatever it is. And it just feels like so complete for some reason. For the first time in my career, I just feel like, wow, like, I don't know, it's something weird. So I guess for the first time, I'm not feeling that me getting in the studio and making a new album is the top priority, so to speak. I think for the next year, we're really going to focus on the tour. Because the Red Carpet Tour is going to continue through 2025. I'm not going to end the Red Carpet Tour until there's at least 100 shows of it. And then other content. You know, I've talked in the past about documentaries, behind-the-scenes type stuff, other projects like that. I kind of think I'm getting to the point where that stuff sounds cool. I would love to do a live album someday, like an acoustic project, just more content. You know what I'm saying? Smiley, definitely the tour. It might be a little bit before we have a new Blacklight District album, you know? And again, looking at the catalog, seeing, you know, Worldwide in 2014. And then when you start To Whom It May Concern in 2016, you have an album every year for 6 years straight, you know? Then there was a little break between 1990 and You Can Do Better, but we had the XL projects in between. So I've been hitting it pretty hard for a decade, you know, and I never want to let the fans down or say I'm not putting out new music, because I always will, but I just think it's not going to be as often because we want to make them more special, you know? I haven't, Chris Hansen, but I would love to. I've been offered 3 or 4 times to come to Europe. So I don't know if that counts as the UK, but I would love to someday. Israel and Israel Mendoza, I definitely am in September. Stay tuned on Monday for the announcement. Evan, no. Gamer Brothers, next Rainimator, I believe he's going to be dropping his next video in the next week, which is not one of my collabs. Shout out We Are Fury, who I think is the music of this next one. And then after this next project, Rain and I have some cool stuff we're getting to. How are you, Paraboid? Patch 165, appreciate you, nice to meet you. Man, I hope I can bring my show to many countries: Brazil, Russia, UK, anywhere I can where there's fans. Texas, Israel. Yep, Texas. I'll see you in September. Good to see you. Back into darkness. Toast, toast. I hope so. Brazil. Thank you, United. I appreciate that. Signed CD for You Can Do Better. Yeah, it's. What is it? T.O. Maniac. It's up for sale, man. They're still out. Vance, 100%, bro. Like I said, my goal is to get, you know, at least the 48 continental U.S. states over the next year. We've already hit a bunch. By the end of this year, we should be at about 40 shows for the Red Carpet Tour. We have 33 more dates coming up before this year is over. Monday, we're going to announce like 8 of them. So when you see the announcement on Monday, just know that it's not the entire thing yet. Maybe. You never know. What's my opinion on Take Me to the Grave? Stelios, that's a good question. You know, I think it's a solid track. It was never a smash hit, even the original early one in 2013 with Roman singing. It was our first song that got nationwide airplay, like on Octane on Sirius XM. But it was only in for a couple of months. I think it did get into the Octane top 15, and then it was dropped. And then With Me Now came out about 6 months later and really just became a smash. So I like Take Me to the Grave. Yeah, it feels good. I definitely dig it. Well, thank you, hot-headed Lil Man. I like both of them. Obviously, I'm biased, but, you know, that's something people don't think, too. They just assume, well, since I'm not singing, I would hate that version. No, you got to remember, like, the Worldwide Controversy album, these are still my songs, written by me, my life, my experience, my journey, my art, really. So that's why, to me, all of the songs are special in some ways. They were just presented differently. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Avatar. King Savage up in the house. And Avatar, I know I got to hit you up. I haven't been on Discord in a few days. But I think that recent contest artwork idea is a good one. You know, I'm going to get back to the Buffalo Chip Los Angeles Rams, but not this year. Just a Star Wars nerd. I just dropped an album about 6 weeks ago. Razor Kickstart, that's good to know because that one might be on the list. Legend Freak the 16th, thank you. I play along as probably one of my favorites. So if I can ask you guys, for anyone that's listened to the new album, You Can Do Better, would you give me your top 3 songs from You Can Do Better that you personally like? I always turn British for just a couple seconds, Vile. I had a manager when I was younger who was British, and I caught a lot of stuff from him. I still, to this day, say things like, "Get out of here, man." The "man" is very British. You know what I'm saying? We might, Brogan. You never know. Try to hold me back. I love that. Hell yeah, Pretty in the Sky. The 3 singles, Ethan. Hell yeah, brother. He's got a great accent, man. What the fucking hell? Fucking hell. Dying for You, hell yeah. Punky Pink, that's one of my favorites. Dang, Stricken Down, love it. I hope Paravoid someday. Stricken Down, I Play Along, You Can Do Better. Hell yeah, mine, Blacklight. Patch, wanting advice getting into music? Write your songs and be true. You know, you got to find your identity, so to speak. Make what feels right. Do it from the heart. That's really all I can say, man. It's something where you're going to figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? Drunk Man's Blues, hell yeah. Stricken Down, I love that one, Opulence. Yeah, Stricken Down and Drunk Man's Blues were heavily written by Justin, the guitar player. This was kind of his first songs that were primarily his, where I heard them and was like, you know what, this is fire, let's go for it. And I also like that because it feels like it brings new flavor. You know, I hope so, Tim, the animation dude, but I don't have anything planned at this moment. Hell yeah, Razor, I agree. I love that in the second verse, there's like that second half of the second verse in Stricken Down. That's one of my favorite parts. Hell yeah, H1. Fun fact, hopefully it's not a spoiler alert, before Rain and I went with I Try Today, Rain actually chose the song Try to Hold Me Back is what he wanted to use. We talked and switched it, but I thought that was interesting. Yes, Chubby Cat. In fact, in November, we're planning to hit several of the cities we just hit in May. Hint, hint, Indianapolis, Atlanta, and several others. But yeah, we're definitely going to try to hit our favorite markets where we're growing once or even twice a year starting now. Sir Plaster, going good. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, Ethan, that would be awesome, man. And I think it's a weekend this time, too. A song you initially wanted to take down but chose to keep up? That's a great question, James. Let me think for a second. A song I was going to take down but then was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep it here. What was it? What could it have been? You know, I can't think of that off the top of my head, but I hope you'll ask me that in the future. I'm going to think about that again. Yeah, Razor, it definitely would. Oh, JD, you might be disappointed for Monday, but I tell you what, bro, it was this close again. And I will say this, Florida and specifically places like Orlando are high on the priority list, which means they're going to be the next ones to go. So if you don't get what you want to see on Monday, a little more patience. Sir Plaster, Ozzy Osbourne, hands down, was probably my biggest influence as a kid. Live, and then not only the music, but the whole story, the behind the music, the lifestyle. Then as I was a young teenager, I was into bands like Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. You know, as I got a little older, I liked newer stuff like Linkin Park and Avenged Sevenfold and things like that. So it's been a lot of stuff. Hell yeah, JD, that was my first one. Hell yeah, Lava Squad. I think our guy shipped them out today. Hell yeah, Ethan, I don't have a Blacklight District tattoo, but if you could see, there is a B and D on there in the guitar, so kind of, but I might get it. Yes, your friend Crow, I sure will. Hell yeah, Goofer, see, that's the stuff I'm into, man. Evan, my favorite song of all time of mine, way too hard to pick, but today I'm loving More Than Ready. To me, that's just got something epic about it. Now, when I answer that question, obviously songs like Cold as Ice, The Struggle, Danger, the hits, so to speak, come to mind. But yeah, songs like More Than Ready, the song Okay from Instant Gratification, Lights Out from To Whom It May Concern, those are songs I love. Yeah, you know, Elite Blazer, that might actually not be a bad idea. Afro Man, definitely a couple. Yes, Los Angeles Rams, 2025, guaranteed, early 2025. Miss Diamond, we could be matching. That's a joke. Hell yeah, Razor Kick. And you know, it's got like 1.4 million streams on Spotify, and without it ever being promoted, that's always a good sign. You know what's crazy, Friendly Crow? Balkans. Is that where I'm from, the Balkans? I did some sort of DNA test. Yeah, Opulence, I never thought about that until I was literally thinking of it as I was reading your comment. That's interesting because I guess they do both in the verses kind of talk about just the old days and nostalgia, so to speak. That would be cool, Ethan. I definitely sent it to Rain. Toaster God, did you send us an email? Your CD was broken. It's no big deal, bro. We'll get you another one. Email where you bought it. What is it? I thought I put the email on here. Razor Kick. See, I don't hear that at all, honestly. I could have swore I put an email, Avatar. Well, I tell you what, Avatar, if this person is on the Discord, I'll hit you with that info if you can confirm that they are on the Discord before the stream is over. Chris Hansen, fan artwork and such is one of my favorite things. Like, no joke, bro. Yeah, well, Avatar, just we'll connect on there. Sometimes those early CDs were those jewel case, and sometimes we've had like 2 or 3 break. We'll gladly send out another. And just so you guys know, future-wise, we're actually not going to use those types of CDs anymore, like this right here. These kind of, you know, like, yeah, they can break. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have nicer ones. But yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, you know, what is it here? Of course it's copyright, Tim. Absolutely. But yeah, we'll get those CDs. We're actually in the middle of getting this whole catalog printed on new CDs, all these albums, man. Yeah, I know, Razor, but it's okay. Yeet. Hey, they broke, so I broke one too, you know what I'm saying? Probably 50 now, your friendly crow. I pace around here when I'm on the calls, man. Hell yeah, man. All right, Avatar, hit me up. Toaster Guy, we'll get you a new CD. No worry about it. I love to pace around. Let me show you guys. I mean, it's a decently sized room here. So there's where the whole You Can Do Better album was just recorded. We rehearsed here. Back here is where all the storage for the tour is. So when we go on the road, oh yeah, equipment, drums, guitars. Look at all that merch right there. T-shirts, there's that new Give Me Life shirt. Tons of those. What else we got in here? Yeah, so you're basically just seeing the, this is the old pad here, you know what I'm saying? It's a nice size. Love the AK-19. I'm sure some of you guys have seen this before, but got the fridge, we got the little lounge area, a little messy right now. And then we have the little front lobby and such, so. Yeah, this is my 9-to-5 job, so to speak. Yes, Chris Hansen, I feel like I'm not getting my money's worth unless I'm walking around and using it, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's cool having a studio like this because, again, I'm fortunate to where music is my only job. I don't have to do anything else. So you know, when you just stay home all day, you kind of get out of reality. So I try to use this, and I'm not really 9-to-5. I'm more of like an 11-to-4 guy. But whatever the case is, here we are. The Goofer, I've said like 100 times that old demo album is not going to come up because it was a demo, but that song is on 1990, the album, so yes. No idea, Evan. Go to ak19.shop. AR23, I love To Live Is To Suffer, and I think Over This is a decent track. I don't think it's a smash hit or anything special, but it's a jam, you know? There it is, Avatar, ak19.shop, which, by the way, sold out and worldwide controversy shirts just debuted. And there's going to be a collection for each album. And, yeah. Yeah, Vance, that's what I'm saying, bro. You might be driving the semi with all the, like, lighting and shit in it someday. Bro, we're going to put that crew together. You know, I would love to do that, Opulence. You think acoustic, like stripped versions could be cool? Old versions with someone else, that could be cool. Absolutely. hard pill to swallow, I think, is pretty epic, honestly. Super Mario, Blaine, what was the main reason you re-released the old albums? The reason, bro, is I went on the red carpet tour and I heard so many, not only just the red carpet tour, but from last year, just hearing fans talk about those albums, like To Whom It May Concern, me and my friends stayed up all night playing Xbox back in the day, or this album, or that album. And again, like I mentioned earlier, it was always me just wanting to be new and all this kind of goofy stuff. But yeah, that's why, just because I'm tired of changing the story. It is what it is. Those are the albums they love, so that's what we do. I really want to super serve the fan. The wheel of one of those trucks. Apply, you know what I'm saying? No, we actually are looking for 2 crew guys right now. Chase Drip, well, there he goes, man. He's the man. They ain't as rare now. Maybe. I'm doing good, Evan Blade. Hey, anyways, guys, it's all love. I just wanted to check in and say what's up. I can handle a bit of this for a while. Yes, exactly, opulence. And yeah, so I'm excited, guys. A lot of cool stuff coming. Like I say, Monday is more dates to be announced. We are going to be on the red carpet tour through next year. Our goal is to get this to every state and market we possibly can. So please be patient. If you don't see your city on Monday, no reason to get upset. And again, this is only going to be half the dates of September. We got a whole year to go. There is our Discord server link. If you can see Avatar Cage. If you're not in the Discord server, come check it out. It's seriously epic. Just the fan art, the questions. And sometimes you guys see I'm not on for a few days. I'll be back. I love it. And I'm going to probably get those dates posted there early, of course. So if you haven't, please join the official Discord server. Our friend Avatar Cage here will take care of you. I'm definitely coming to Pittsburgh. Yes, opulence. In fact, I think me and Avatar talked about this. It grows like 100 followers every time I post it on social media, but I never post it, so I got to get better at that. That'll work. See, we were supposed to have a social media team take over, and we got delayed, and now that is happening, so I'm actually going to put that in my notes. But hey, you guys have a good day. It's all love. I'm going to get back to working, and I hope you guys are enjoying all the music, man. It's all love. Have a good day.